Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. A happy Friday. This week I ran into two or three different pieces of drama that really taught me a lesson about how I need to accumulate some breathing room in my life, and so that I could actually take some risk. 2 nights ago, or 2 days ago, early morning, I get a phone call. I hear that my boss wanted to talk to me. It was a secretary who had called me, or one of her colleagues at least. And her colleague had no idea what she wanted to talk about, and so I quickly emailed my boss to say, "Hey, I heard you had something to say to me. Let me think about this over the next day. I got some free time today anyhow. If you can let me know what it's about." And I get an automatic response saying that she's away at a family event of some sort. And my heart just sinks. It's a one-day event, and she couldn't even reply to like a 2-sentence email to that. I really wanted to know. I get very stressed out about stuff like that. I don't know if I'm living on borrowed time at my job. I don't know if I'm continuing to make the mistake that she wanted to talk about, right? After all, if it's something that I'm continuously doing that I'm not aware of, it's I don't want to be doing it one more day, right? So I couldn't sleep, long story short. And, actually, to give you an idea of how bad a problem this is, at previous jobs, I've gotten stressed out over somebody wanting to meet over nothing. I couldn't sleep, and you know what happens when you miss sleep, right? I have anger management problems as it is, and sometimes the next day I actually do get angry, and I've lost jobs like that, or at least contributed to losing jobs in situations that started like that. I've also had times where after a night like that, I couldn't sleep. I'm in no mood to go to the meeting the following day. I take a sick day or something. I've had situations that ran into something like that. And yesterday, I decided to speak up because I knew 3 or 4 more times like that, I'm not going to get lucky again if I miss sleep like that again. So I spoke up, and after I had yawned in front of my boss at the meeting, I apologized and explained why I was yawning. And to my surprise, my boss actually understood that. I have a similar problem with a roommate here. He's a family member of the owner, so it's kind of difficult. It doesn't feel even ground, right? He's extremely sensitive. When I say sensitive, I think most roommates would have a big problem if at 11 o'clock I decided to turn on, I don't know, Evelina Falenta's latest music video about how happily single she is. Although that might not be such a big problem because my roommate probably couldn't understand what she was singing, and it might just be white noise, right? But I think most people would have a problem with that. They certainly would have a problem if I turned on Taylor Swift, right, at 11 o'clock. Okay, but there's that. But there's also, at 9:30, accidentally dropping, I don't know, putting your book on the table a little bit too loudly, or not slamming it, but just setting it down a little bit too loudly. There's cooking something in the kitchen. There's opening the bathroom door a little bit too loudly. There's typing on your keyboard a little bit too loudly. My roommate's sensitive to that. But you know what? I sometimes say hello to him when he comes out at 11, 12 o'clock to complain about stuff like that. Yeah, sorry about that. And laugh with him and sympathize with how sensitive he is sometimes. You know why? Because if push comes to shove, I don't mind moving out. to be honest. And it's mid-October. The car's not too uncomfortable. I'm really only here to try to make some friends. And some friends aside from him, obviously. And I have made some other friends, and I'm not too uncomfortable by the idea that if push comes to shove, I can go to my car, I can look for another Airbnb. I'm not too fazed by that. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said about my job situation, and I hope to change that. If I could go to work as if I were just playing around, it's kind of funny that somebody has something to complain about, right? See, if I not necessarily retired, but if I had 7 figures in my Roth IRA, if I had a few £100 of bismuth and I were selling art left and right, and I hear about this at my work, let's go to sleep. Tomorrow we're gonna have fun with the boss, right? I need to get myself in a situation like that, right? I am having fun with my work, but unfortunately I can't say the same about my financial situation, my career situation, right? Come on, my boss is gonna cry over something. Tomorrow, let's go have fun. Let's have some sleep, and tomorrow let's party, right? I need to turn my job situation and my financial situation into that, right? Just like, what's my roommate gonna complain about? Let's laugh with him today, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.